Welcome to episode 7 of our ComfyUI tutorial series. This episode was supposed to be about Flux, but I'll cover that in the next episode. Today, I want to give an update on the last episode where we discussed art styles. The community suggested some better nodes for concatenating text, so today I'll show you how to do even more with styles. First, we'll install 2 custom nodes. Go to the manager, click on Custom Node Manager, then search for WAS Node Suite created by this author. You can check its popularity by the number of stars it has received. Click the Install button to add it. Once the installation is done, you can install the second node. Search for Easy Use and find the node named ComfyUI Easy Use, created by this author. Click Install and wait for it to finish. Then click Restart to refresh the interface, and you'll have access to the new nodes. Now, if you check the Custom Node Manager and filter by Installed, you should see both nodes in the list. Let's close this and see if we can find the node we're looking for. Double-click on the canvas to search for a node and use the word concat. Last time we used conditioning concat to concatenate our prompts using conditioning. However, this time text concatenate is better for text as it simply combines the text, making it more effective with styles. Since we now have more custom nodes, it can be hard to distinguish which nodes come with ComfyUI and which ones were installed separately. To help with this, go to the manager, then select Badge Nickname, where it says Badge. Nodes that come with ComfyUI will have the fox icon. If the fox icon is missing, it means the node is a custom. The good part is that you can see the custom node names here, so you can quickly identify what nodes are being used. Let's clear the canvas so I can show you a simplified version first. Then we'll return to the SDXL workflow. First, I'll add the text concatenate node. I'm still learning about it, but you can do more with ComfyUI than just Stable Diffusion. You can work with text, images, and even audio. I'm also adding a primitive node, which changes depending on what's connected to it. If we connect it to text A, our primitive becomes a string type, allowing us to add text values. Since we've installed the Easy Use node, we now have access to more nodes, including one called Positive. This node is different from the text encoder, but is already colored and works with the concatenate node. You can see that we're able to connect it. You can also drag a connection from text concatenate and see suggestions like Easy Positive and Easy Negative that you can select right away. Let's add another positive node. I'm adding cat to the first node and dog to the second node. Now we have a string output, but where does this text go? Just like we save images, we can save text using the Save Text File node. If anyone knows how to add a preview for text, similar to preview images, let me know. We can connect the text concatenate node to the Save Text File node. You can change the file name prefix if desired and configure additional options for how the text file should be saved. The path for saving the text file is specified, and it defaults to a folder structure like ComfyUI output folder with year and month. On the text concatenate node, there is also a delimiter option to specify what separates the first and second text. A comma works well in this case. For example, with cat and dog, I'll add extra spaces after cat to demonstrate the clean spaces option. When this option is set to true, it will remove extra spaces. When I run the workflow, it creates the text file for me. Going to the output folder, you can see a folder with the date and inside it, the text file. Opening the file, you'll find cat, the first text, with spaces removed, followed by a comma, and then dog, the second text. So with prompts, you could use something like a lion for the first part and a black forest for the second part. When I run the workflow, I get a second text file, and inside it is the combined prompt. There are many things you can do with text. So let me show you another quick option. Search for text find and add the text find and replace node. I'll leave only one positive prompt and add text like a lion in the jungle. Then I connect the positive prompt to the text input and the result text to the save text node. Now we have a simple search and replace node. I can search for lion and replace it with dog. So when I run it, I get a dog in the jungle. In the last episode, you downloaded a file that needed to be placed in a specific folder. However, now you can download it and place it in any folder you want because we will use the file path. Go to where you downloaded the file. In my case, it's in the D ComfyUI folder. Right-click on the file, select Copy as Path, and then go to your ComfyUI folder. Look for Custom Nodes and then WAS Node Suite. If you've run ComfyUI at least once since installing the node, you should have this config file here. If not, run ComfyUI once and come back. Now open this file with Notepad. Look for Web UI styles where it says null. Select null and paste the path you copied. Since it's text, it needs to be between quotes. It's also important to note that any backslashes in your path should be doubled. In my case, I had to add an extra backslash in 2 places. Save the file and return to ComfyUI. We need to restart the interface, but since we have the easy use node, there's a new option on right-click that lets us restart. Click on Reboot and we'll be back to the interface after the restart. So now, if you search for styles, you can load the styles CSV that I used in the last episode. However, now I can use the prompt style selector, or even better, instead of using just one style at a time, I want to use multiple combinations of styles. For that, I'll use the prompt multiple style selector. As you can see, it allows you to choose up to 4 styles. And if you did the configuration correctly, you should see all the styles in the list and be able to combine multiple styles. Let's delete this node and add the text concatenate node. This is similar to how we combined 2 texts before. I connect the positive prompt to input A and the positive string to input B. But what if we also want to use a negative prompt? We'll need another text concatenate node, so I'll duplicate the existing one and connect the negative prompt to input A and the negative string to input B. If it says no style, that means no style will be used. I'll select photography cinematic as the first style. I will connect the string to the save text file node so we can save it. We also need to save the negative prompt, so I'll add a save text file node for the negative prompts as well. I'll change the prefix to positive for the file coming from the positive prompts and negative for the file coming from the negative prompts. Now, when I run the workflow, I get 2 different files. In the prompt, you can see my prompt, a lion in the jungle, and then it's followed by the positive prompt from the styles CSV file. The same goes for the negative prompt, which gets the negative prompt from the styles file. So if I add a second art style like Chinese ink brush and run the workflow, I get the first prompt, then the text from the first style, and then the text from the second style. That's why, compared with last episode when the order didn't matter much, here the order does matter. The first style is more important since it appears at the beginning of the prompt, and the second style is less important since it appears more at the end. It still influences the result, but not as much depending on the prompt. For the negative prompt, it just takes the negative from both styles. Even if there's some repetition, it shouldn't affect it too much. But if you think the influence is too strong, you can just disconnect the negative string and it will only consider the negative prompt from here. Let's put it into practice. I'm loading a basic SDXL workflow like the one we used in episode 3, which you can get from the Discord. First, I'll add the same prompt as last time, robot in the cave, and use a fixed seed. When I run it, I get something like this. Now, to add the styles, we need to convert the clip text encoder where we put our positive prompt to text to input. This way, we can have multiple text strings going into that prompt. I'll do the same for the negative prompt and make them a little smaller. I'm also changing the color to green for positive and red for negative so it's easier to see. Let's add some space for the new nodes. I'm adding an easy positive node and an easy negative node. Then connecting the positive to the text and negative to the text. I'll test it with a robot in the cave prompt, and the result is as shown. Since it's a fixed seed, remember this image to see how the styles influence the results. To add styles, search for styles and select prompt multiple style selector. I could connect only this positive string to the positive text, but we also want to include our prompt alongside the styles. So again, we use the text concatenate node. We need 2 of these, so I'll change their colors to green for positive and red for negative. I'm moving them around and resizing them to better see the connections. Currently, we have the positive prompt going to the text encoder, and then to the KSampler. The same setup is used for the negative prompt. We connect the positive prompt to input A and the positive style to input B. Similarly, we connect the negative prompt to the text A of the red node and the negative style to text B. I'm adjusting the layout to make the links clearer. The result of these combined texts from the concatenate nodes goes to the text encoder and then to the KSampler with the same setup for the negative prompt. If I run the prompt now, I should get exactly the same image because the styles are set to no style. So let's pick the long exposure style from the photography category. When I run the workflow with this style applied, the image changes significantly. Now let's choose the flower photography style, which didn't have much of an effect last time, and you can see it's having a noticeable impact now. Next, let's add a third style, such as fantasy cartoon. When combined, you can see that all the styles are blended together. The lighting effects from the long exposure, the flowers from the flower photography style, and the fantasy cartoon elements that transform the robot. I've arranged the nodes as clearly as possible before saving the workflow, so you can see how everything is connected. I'll save this workflow, and you can download it from Discord. I will also create a compact version to make it look less messy with all the nodes. To do this, right-click and select Convert Group to Nodes, then give it a name. Next, right-click and select Manage Group Nodes to arrange them as you like. This is how the final compact version looks. By default, it has no styles, so you can simply add a prompt, select one or two art styles, and run the workflow. It's easy to use and produces a lot of nice results depending on the prompt and style combinations. Here are a few more examples showing the prompt and the styles combination. That's all for today. See you in the next episode. Leave a like or a comment if you found something useful. Have a great day.